Warm greetings, everyone. My name is Jean Patterson. I would like to introduce you to my course, Developing and Enhancing Your Workplace Acumen. This is a fictitious course at this time. It's not associated with any institution. It has been a dream, though, so with the possibility, maybe of future validation and delivery. So for this course, there are no prerequisites. The class is capped at 20 participants, and the expectation is that learners will have less than 3 or 4 years of full-time work experience. So this would make the majority of them between 20 and 25. That said, of course, there could be older individuals returning to the workforce and needing a little bit of a boost on communications and building that workplace acumen. This course is designed with all learning styles being considered. There is an OER textbook for those who prefer to read. There is video content, recorded PowerPoints, and online inventories for self-discovery. While there are no formal assessments, there are a number of activities provided to assist the learners in ensuring content engagement. I've also included under the Resource tab a link to using Moodle for beginners. So this is a 10-week course, each week commencing on Monday morning with new topics and a new video. So you can see here week 1, week 2, and so on, all with the different topics. I did this consciously to understand that some of these learners may be less experienced with studies, online or otherwise, and I consciously chose to do this to build rapport and bring connection between the learners and myself, so them physically seeing me every Monday morning, getting to know me, and of course me being able to invite them to share their life with the rest of the class. This is a fully online course, but we will be having 3 synchronous meetings using Adobe Connect, and these will occur at the end of week 1, week 5, and week 10. So for this assignment, I did choose to develop week 1 and week 4, and I think I have enough time to kind of just walk you through both. So if we go to week 1, Introduction to Interpersonal Communications, you'll see that each week we'll have a course, an outline, and that'll basically just speak to the objective, the outcomes. It will have links to the textbook. So this textbook is we're only going to be using a chapter or, 2 chapters. But I wanted this textbook, it's a great resource for them to have all through their careers. So basically chapter 1 and then chapter 8, we are going to be looking at 8.3, feedback as an opportunity. So this is the first week, so this one has a bit of the introductory welcome to week 1 as well as week 1's lesson built in it. This is one area where I have still some things to learn. I've got it as a PowerPoint. I have tried to put it as a YouTube video. I've tried a number of ways to have it launch. So at this stage, I just wanted to show you that it's there. So for the most part, I record this. Hi there. Welcome to week 1. If you open up module 1, week 1 in the Moodle, you will see the expectations and activities for each week. Each week might look a little bit different. We might have different kinds of activities, different presentations, different readings. So every Monday you're going to open. So you get the gist of this. I'm not going to show you the whole PowerPoint presentation, but basically I'm go through this. We do have a video that they will click on when it comes live, which it will do. I'm not sure why it's not right now, because I'm recording, I suppose. Anyway, it's a 5-minute video just basically showing the communication model that we are going to use. And then we've got a summary. So that's the lesson, and then they're invited to do this short inventory just to give them an idea themselves what kind of communicators they already are. If we go now to week 4, similar profile. We've got the week 4 outline, an activity to do actually before the lesson, the week 4 lesson. Similarly, this one does include a 20-minute TED Talk, and then an activity for after the lesson. Basically, they're going to open this up in the assignment sheet. They're going to work on this. So we talked about 6 components to consider when formulating effective feedback. These were the 6 characteristics. Basically, they're going to be asked to read the comments below and indicate by an E or an I in the column whether they feel it was effective. So these comments here, with some hard work, you're really going to be good at this. Is that effective or ineffective? And so on. So that's week 4, and answering the questions that were in the rubric there. For me, the most difficult component of all of this was putting it into Moodle. I am used to working in D2L. I'm not very good at that either, but I do have more familiarity as a facilitator with it. I have more experience as a student with Moodle, and honestly, I would go in often and go into student view and check how I was perceiving the course to look. I also had some challenges with the quality checklist. Never having built a course for online delivery, especially from scratch, I wasn't sure what quality even looked like, never mind how to measure it. I loved 4150 because it was more like the courses that I have taken and felt comfortable in. Technology I'm a media immigrant, that's for sure. So writing the challenges and opportunities paper really helped to get me started looking more deeply into combining pedagogical practice, technology, and the diversity of learners. And again, some of my major hurdles to success were time, basically time, focus. I found, for me, I have my fingers in a lot of pies. I'm on a lot of committees, and I have my day job. What I found with this is, much like other times I've studied, I can't do a little bit here and a little bit there. I would literally have to focus, and I didn't sort of realize this until the end, because I'm used to doing a bit here and a bit there. But I had to really focus on this course and settle in for a few hours at a time and really sort of, like I said, focus on the task at hand. So, and then being that media immigrant, learning basically everything was a challenge. All that said, I do feel really accomplished. I will admit I am down to the wire on this. I only have 1 day left before this course ends. Honestly, a week ago I was going to contact Joanne and let her know I just can't get it done. I felt really sick about it. My full-time job as a face-to-face instructor, semester was wrapping up, and I just felt really overwhelmed, and I felt unaccomplished and not capable of doing this. And so I spent a day kind of just almost feeling sick about it. But then I just decided I'm taking a couple of days for me. I'm getting this done. And now I am so stoked. I want to keep working on this course. I want it to come to reality. when I think about probably the 40, 50, 60, 70 hours that I had to put into creating 2 modules, and I got 8 more to go, well, I'm a little intimidated, but I want to do it. So, well, I was complaining a lot that it wasn't realistic for one person to be the instructional designer, the curriculum writer, the content validator, the admin person, the IT person. I did learn so much. I'm looking forward to slowing down now, learning more about each of those roles in a greater depth, to be able to provide in the future a rich and valuable learning experience. So in conclusion, don't give up. Try not to fall behind. Commit some time every week to reaching those goals. Give yourself a pat on the back once in a while, and good luck with everything. Cheers.